for you on the Lowa Zephyr GTX. That's the Gore-Tex model of the mid boot. Mid basically means it's only 6 inches instead of 8 inches or more tall, and these are in the desert colour, and I really wanted the desert colour. You get of course a leaflet and the boots. Here we go. I wanted the desert colour just because I like the lighter brown. I think that's a fairly true reflection of the colour. I liked the lighter brown to go with khaki shorts, etc, etc, and an excellent walking boot. Very light and airy, and you can see the construction here is there's kind of a rubbery, plasticky, but it feels more rubbery than plastic type mould, suede and canvas construction, which keeps it very light. It's not floppy in any way, but it has the kind of give that that you'll need. It of course has a Gore-Tex lining, as well as coming in different colours. These do come in Gore-Tex or non-Gore-Tex. The difference in price isn't actually that much, and that's because opinions vary around Gore-Tex. Some of the military guys will tell you, for example, one I know very well who does not like Gore-Tex because he says if water gets in your boot, you can't get it out again. Well, without taking your boot off and tipping it out, it won't just evaporate out. I don't know. I mean, the whole point of Gore-Tex for me is that actually it does evaporate out from sweat, etc. I swear by Gore-Tex and always get it if I can, and these will be a wonderful 3 if not 4 season walking boot. They're labelled as 3 season, but I will wear these in the winter. Of course, it'll get them messy, but that's what they're intended for too. I've got quite a wide foot, very wide foot. In fact, if I go into Clark's, I've got the widest fitting of all. Yet these are fine. They fit me well. They come with lower insoles, which are relatively spongy. Depending on what you want to use them for, will depend on whether in fact you replace those soles with something that gives you a little bit more comfort. Having tested these out previously, I know they're very good for walking, very good for even light jogging. I think the purpose of them from a military point of view was to allow people, soldiers, servicemen, to wear them in a vehicle, but then also if they need to react quickly outside of a vehicle, it's not going to stop them from doing that. And they are very light and very comfortable. Now, I actually got these at a bit of a reduction because they are the desert colour, which has now been phased out, and it's been replaced with a coyote, which is more of a slightly darker brown, which matches the newer uniforms. I still love the desert colour. I'm glad I've been able to get hold of a pair. One thing I was worried about was how this would look at the front, where the moulding kind of comes up at the front, the kick part, to whether that would look okay. It actually, when you're wearing them, it looks fine. If you see the boots in real life, it doesn't really stand out that much at all. So I'm very pleased with that. This is what you get from the rear, slightly lower at the back, something to help you put them on. In terms of the sole, it's called the LOWA Cross II. Well, I think that's just the shape. It's got a very looks like a very robust sole. Those are going to wear down very quickly. There is give where you need it there, and it does look like it's going to give you a lot of traction and be a very comfortable boot in the long term. It does say it needs a little bit of wear to wear it in. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. You see we've got this lovely gusset here, which goes up very high on the boot, and as they're all Gore-Tex lined, and if you read online, some of the only criticisms you get of the non-Gore-Tex version is that, of course, it's going to get your feet wet. Well, it will do if you wear them out in the rain because they're not waterproof. These are waterproof, and I would recommend going the extra, it's about 10 quid, I think, where I got them from anyway, to get the Gore-Tex line, because then that basically means from there to there, you can stand in water and you're absolutely fine. They do a high version of the same boot, which essentially is another couple of inches up, if that's something you think you need. But that's that really. If you've got any specific questions on these, if you want me to show you any parts in more detail or give you any more reference, then please just put a comment below and I'll do my best to respond. The thing that I was curious about was the foot width fitting, and for me, and I can't stress again, I've got very wide feet, they're absolutely fine. The one thing I'm not entirely happy about is these threads up here. I prefer boots. I mean, you've actually got to put it inside there to thread it up. They're supposed to be quick lace features. Well, I don't see why that's any quicker than having one on the side. I would have preferred if they'd been open, so you can just almost like the ski hooks on some of my other boots, which are much quicker to put on and take off. Then another big benefit, of course, is that they don't come through to the inside at all, so it's a very comfortable. You've got a nice bit of padding here. All of this is comfortable. If ever boots irritate your, if you've got bony ankles, well, you're going to be absolutely fine because there's an awful lot of padding, an awful lot of comfort there. Support for your ankle to stop you twisting. I very much look forward to wearing these on some long hikes in the very near future. That's the Lowa Zephyr Gore-Tex GTX mid boot, and this is in a desert colour. If you can get hold of these, I thoroughly recommend before they all go, get yourself a set.